2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News, and we are here for the live after show, the live chat. Let's get the phone lines going right now. Phone lines right now. Here's what I need. I had a issue. If you were in the Discord, I don't know if you're like me and watch the episode through alternative means. You might know that tonight we had a little bit of a hard time getting the episode aired. So I only caught the first half. I only caught the first hour. So I am not caught up. I'll tell you that. I am not caught up. But what I need from you is somebody, not everybody, just one person, leave me a voicemail and just give me the 30-second version of what I missed. Give me the 30-second. From the first hour that I saw, pretty good so far. We've got Braden, who's, look, I saw a lot of people saying that Braden was gaslighting. I don't know, because I didn't see the second half of the episode, so I don't know if he was. And of course, gaslighting is probably the most overused term in the Bachelor world. But Bracketology says Braden's on his gaslight BS right now, and we are not here for it. Will someone tell me how Braden gaslit? What happened? What did I miss? Tatiana says, the writing is on the wall. Charity needs to send Braden home. Sarah said, the second half was better. I'm going to watch the second half. I'm just going to watch it live on the West Coast. So again, let's get to, I'm going to open up my Google Voice right now. 401-213-9828. 401-213-9828. I'd love to hear from you. I've got the phone lines ready to go. Are you guys ready to call in? Let's hear what you have to say. Let's go to the picture-in-picture here. We've got, let's see what's here. What's new? Not the Will Smith reference. That's right. We had a nice Will Smith. Get my wife's name out of your mouth. Batch Rant says, so at this point, our top two guys have to be Xavier and Dotun, right? Are we all on the same page? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Well, let's go to the voicemails. Let's see what we have here. These are all voicemails from tonight. Let's go to our first one. I don't know who this is. Let's have a listen.
Hi, David. It's Linda from Indianapolis.
Hi.
I was just calling to say hi and get ready for the next installment of charity season. I hope it stays as exciting as it's been already.
Yeah.
Everybody else was pretty pumped about it. I was watching Mom and Dad, and they really like it. I like them too. They're good. I love Jeff. I'll talk to you later, Dave. Keep it going.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Always appreciate a phone call. Yeah, look, Jess from your mom and dad, they're excited about this season. So far, like I said, Braden is playing into the early season villain. Although, look, he got a one-on-one. He got the first impression rose. He's more than just your typical week 2 bad boy villain. He's actually doing very well on the show so far. All right, let's go to Sandra. Oh, hold on. This looks like a long one. It looks too long. I'm not going to play the next one. It's 3 minutes long. Oh, that's okay. So I can't play a 3-minute long one. I got a phone call from someone that says, "Hi there. Not a first-time caller, but I want to give you some positive feedback." I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me right now to receive positive feedback. You ever have that? You ever have a long day at work? It's a Monday. This is my job, you know what I mean? And your boss calls you in and, "I wanted to tell you something constructive." I don't want to hear it. I'm trying my best, and this is all I have to offer. I don't want to hear it. So maybe I'll listen to the positive feedback later on. Either way, let's go to Denise in Iowa.
Hi, Dave. This is Denise from Iowa. I just started to watch the show, and, I feel so disgusted with Braden getting that helicopter date. My real thought is that I think she should just let him down in a parachute. Get rid of him. Bye.
Oh, that's funny. Denise in Iowa says, get rid of Braden via a parachute. All right. Goodbye, Braden. Yeah, what happens if you could dump someone on a helicopter ride? Can you just push him out the door? Oh, Denise, very funny.
Hi, Dave. This is Denise again from Iowa. I just watched Warwick and Charity's date. I am wondering if he was taken up as an extra or something. This is so hilarious. I am dying with laughter over here. That was so weird. All right. Bye.
Oh, Denise, we love your laugh. Call back laughing anytime. Very, very nice. Thank you for the phone call. All right, you know what? Curiosity killed the kitten. Let's hear about the positive feedback.
Hi there, Dave. It's Sandra from Ontario, Canada calling. Not a first-time caller, but I wanted to give you some positive feedback on and thank you for your some of your recent podcasts. Even though I'm about a decade older than you, I really appreciate things that you've talked about that I never thought of until you mentioned them on the podcast. The one with Eric Bigger, is that his name?
Yes.
Talking about his growing up and how he just reminded me of my brother. My brother was, the perfect one, did everything right, did well in high school, was really popular, got good grades, went on to university, got 2 degrees, married his college sweetheart, had 3 kids, has a wonderful house, great job, everything. And I never thought to ask him, are you okay? And when Eric said that, and when you mentioned it on the podcast, it really struck home with me because I just always thought my brother was fine. I know we all have our struggles.
And by the way, I'm going to keep playing this voicemail because I really like it. So let's just be supportive. It's a nice voicemail here. It's about Eric Bigger and slightly off topic from the after episode, but she did call me. I don't check my voicemails when I'm not in the Bachelor, when I'm not doing live streams. So this phone call, I think, was actually from a few weeks ago or last week, but I'm just hearing it right now. But I like it.
Talked about any, but I'm sure he does, but I just never thought to ask him such a simple question. So I wanted to say thank you for that. It was really, really eye-opening, and next time I talk to him, I'm going to ask him if he's okay.
And by the way, anytime you talk to any of your friends, ask them if they're okay. I'm okay. You don't have to ask me. I'm doing okay. It's a little hard to get back to work here at the main studio setup, but it's a lot easier to make content here. But we made a lot today. We did 3 videos, 1 podcast, a pre-show, and an after-show. So we're on number 6 right now. But all's good on my end. But yeah, always ask your family and friends if they're just doing okay. Maybe they're not, and they need to hear from you.
Well, I think it was today's. Yeah. Tammy, actually wasn't going to listen because I was not a fan of her, but I really enjoyed it and really liked a lot of things she had to say. So I'm glad you have these people on. But don't have Nick on. For the love of God, don't have Nick on.
Okay. No. So it turns out the constructive feedback is just don't have Nick on.
I won't listen to that. But anyway, I really enjoyed Tammy. It really changed my opinion of her, and really think a lot highly of her now. And I like what she said about...
I got a lot of notes from people that listened to the Tammy episode, and they said, I really like Tammy. We didn't get to hear that on the show. And it's like, well, yeah, no, of course. I mean, I didn't know what I was going to get with Tammy, but we had a great phone call. I was going to say phone call. We had a great car ride on Driving with Dave, and I'm glad to hear the feedback. If anyone has any only positive feedback, I'm an echo chamber, baby. Oh, all you live in is an echo chamber. The internet's mean enough. All I want is echoes. You're doing okay.
Not caring if her parents were proud of her or not, because I could identify with that. And when she said, or did you say, one of you said that, like, her parents did the best they could, and that felt eye-opening to me too, because my dad, he was born in a whole different era. He had me quite late in life. He was almost 50, and so his growing up was way different than it is now, and didn't feel a lot of love from him. But he worked hard for us, and I realized after listening to that he did the best he could. So that kind of helped me feel better too. And I just wanted to let you know that your podcast makes a difference. I also like your mantras. I like your positivity and your kindness. And I'm going over the 45-second-minute mark here, so I will let you go. But I just wanted to give you some good feedback and to say thank you. And I'll keep listening. Okay, have a good long weekend. Bye.
Thank you so much for the phone call there, and I appreciate the positive review. Let's go to Celeste.
Hey, Dave. It's me, Celeste. I'm calling from Beeville, Texas, and Charity is, man, she is something else. She's a firecracker. I think she is doing an amazing job as a Bachelorette. And another thing, though, is Warwick really should have taken a power nap, like from that whole scene from the Boss Baby where he's all, and then wakes up, he needed a good power nap. I mean, that whole limo ride home, it was funny. And the whole Braden theme, though, I mean, I think he should have gone home, in my opinion. Anyway, thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so we're actually getting some feedback here from Warwick, or like I said, if you're from Rhode Island, we call it Warwick. And the idea being here, someone had posted, hold on, I lost the post. Hold on, we're going to get to it. That they actually know, like Warwick said he got very tired. Well, Barrett Grindinger said, Warwick, my twin sister has narcolepsy. She says her sleep medicine doctor highly advises against amusement park rides due to heightened emotional input that can cause a narcolepsy attack. That one-on-one was like trying to talk to my sister before she got meds. Very interesting. Because some people in the comment section, like BT, just said Warwick had plenty of time to nap. Well, look, it might not be the fact that he didn't have time to nap. It might be that something about being at the amusement park drained him. Maybe he's introverted or it sucks energy out of him. You know, everyone's different. Why do theme parks make you tired? Theme parks can quickly fatigue you due to a combination of being out in the sun, walking several miles throughout the day, waiting in line for rides and shows, and the adrenaline rush that rides can provide. That makes a lot of sense because every time I go to Disney World, I end up falling asleep in the it's a small world after all. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Oh, it's a perfect. They need to have rides for parents to fall asleep on. Okay, so anyway, we don't need to read about all of amusement park fatigue here, but very, very interesting stuff. Very interesting. Who would have known? Who would have known that, like I always say, the more you know is always a good thing. So if not everyone can make it. But other Warwick might have just been a sleepy guy. Sleepy Warwick. He's so sleepy. He's fatigued. I'm never fatigued. I take cocaine as I do the whatever. Okay. Everyone in Washington D.C. is on either blow or Adderall. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next caller.
Hey Dave, it's David in Illinois. At this point, I like to look for the little minutia, the little details that maybe other people miss. So if people have recorded
we lost you.
Tonight's episode, I'd go back to where Sean, the double denim guy, was writing that music. And if you look very carefully at his handwriting, he really has the handwriting of a serial killer. I mean, you have to just pause it, look at it, take it in. And, I think people should submit handwriting samples as part of their dating requirements with charity. I mean, it's a factor. Anyway, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, double denim Sean, serial killer energy. SKE, yeah, you know me, serial killer energy. David, very funny call. I didn't see his handwriting. We will look for it. If anyone can find an image of double denim Sean's handwriting, I'd love to see it. All right, so I only have a couple more voicemails left. I'd love to hear from you guys. Please give me a call, 401-213-9828. Just call and say hi. Oh, Lala's next.
Hi, Dave. It's Lala. I'm in Mountain Time, so...
By the way, Lala has the crispest voice right now. This sounds so good.
I haven't watched the episode. We get it a little bit late here. But I did want to ask you a question. What did you think, and I'm actually really excited to see tonight's episode because of this, but what did you think of last week's episode, Braden saying... I judge your character. I don't know exactly what he said, but something of the sort to Charity. When they sat down, he said, your character, I'm judging it. And I don't know if it was editing, what it was, but that was pretty shocking. The fact that he had, the courage to even say that to somebody in their face. But she's just the sweetest. So she seemed to not even let it get to her. But also I'm like, girl, like, this guy is trouble. So yeah, no. So far, do not like Brayden whatsoever. I'm really, really, really rooting for Dotun and John. I think they are so sweet, and so far they seem the most honest. So yeah.
Now the question is, what's more likely to be a serial killer? A man with a what's that called? A dream catcher and earrings, or a guy with bad handwriting? I don't know. As far as Brayden goes, like I said, I had a stand-up show last Sunday. In the after party that Katie Thurston put together, star of F Boy Island season 3, we met Brayden. He was at the show. He was perfectly fine. He was a nice guy. So do I think Charity's got her meter all off and he's a really toxic guy? I don't think so. I think it's probably a little of the edit. He gets very excited. So even if he did say something that would otherwise be troubling, I think he's trying his best, and his intention is like in this episode tonight, he's like, look, I don't know if I believe in the process, but I'm going to show up for you. Like, I like you. It's just, and it's like, do we want somebody who lies through their teeth and says, oh, no, this process is great. It works 100%. Do we want that North Korean sort of like, oh, all hail dictator, president, you know what I mean? Like, or do we want someone to call it as it is? Hey, I don't know. It doesn't seem to work for everybody, but I figure I'd give it the old college try. Can you fault it? Leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828. Leave a voicemail.
Bruce from Oregon. Dave, we're going to need some X-Files music. Did you find it suspicious that they were playing ads for the pharmaceutical Jardiance, which has perennium side effects, and then we're subjected to about an hour of naked Ken doll? I don't know. What do you think? All right, talk to you later. Bye.
I thought Naked Ken doll was one of the greatest outfits there. I mean, the old nubby Ken doll. They really sanded him down to the bone, if you know what I mean. Okay. Good question, Bruce. I like the questions here. Look, I don't know if you're getting the same ads I was getting, but I was watching it on an illegal stream based out of Central Time Zone. I think my stream was out of like Montana or so. Isn't it always? I actually like watching TV out of illegal streams because living in Los Angeles, when I see local television, it's like homeless rates up to 1 million people. You're going to die from fentanyl. This house burned down, mudslides, earthquakes, and Gavin Newsom's weird. Schwarzenegger is still alive. You know, it's like, whoa, one thing after another. And when you watch like Midwestern news, it's like 12 local ducks were saved from the pond today, and it's like, I want to know more about those ducks. This is great. This is fantastic. LA news is like, well, it's a slow news day. We had a 12-car pileup on the 10. 17 people died. An onlooker got smashed by an 18-wheeler Pepsi truck. Tesla's blowing up left and right. It's like, golly, 17 car batteries stolen out of a retired Toyota Prius. Just can't handle it all.
Hello, David. It's Linda again.
Linda from Indianapolis.
Just calling you back because I watched the show and Brayden's a mess, and I was just kind of wondering if you thought that maybe this was put together by the producers to create drama so they can, drum up more people, and because it just seems so overdone. It's just done. We did this. We did this last time. We did this time before. It just keeps happening. But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I just think that, let's drop all this and go on. Let's move on.
That should be what Jesse Palmer says when like a group date's not working out. Let's just drop all this and go on. I totally agree, Linda.
And I felt bad for that one guy, a couple guys there that didn't get to even have a conversation with her because of this crap. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, Dave. I just was want to put that in your head. Do you think that maybe, just maybe, the producers are providing these people with things to say to get them to create all this drama. I'll talk to you later, Dave. Bye.
Linda in Indianapolis. Yeah, I do think the producers are doing that. I absolutely do. By the way, folks, I'm going to tell you this right now. We are on the verge of hitting 69,000 subscribers. And if we hit it tonight, if we hit it, then quit it, I'm going to give you an after show West Coast live stream. That's right. I will come back at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for a quick but fun, at least 30 to 40 minutes after show live stream. Do you guys want that or not? Find me 37 new subscribers. I don't care what you have to do. Just find me 37 new subscribers. Get your dogs, get your boyfriends, go grab that stranger walking the dog, get out there and make him hit the subscribe button. If you guys do that by 11 p.m., I will join you for a West Coast live stream. Your boy's meaning business right now. Let's get back into it. Okay, I got a couple more voicemails. Feel free to call the voicemail line, 401-213-9828, 401-213-9828. It's right above my head. You can call it. Try to keep it under a minute. Be cool, be fun, be kind, and just keep being you.
Hey, it's Pat calling from Canada. I am just shocked that she is so messy, that she's been warned about Brayden, like, not once but twice, and still can't let it go. I didn't expect her to be this impulsive or this emotionally driven.
Let it go. Let it go. Let Brayden go. Well, look, listen, I'm telling you, I met Brayden. He's a charming guy. He's a nice, fun guy. Is he? Oh, we lost a subscriber there. MB says, can we unsubscribe and resubscribe? That does not count. That does not count. That's not how it works. Don't unsubscribe. It doesn't help. You can just subscribe. But you could leave a comment and hit the like button. That'll help introduce this live stream to new viewers. Hey, 173 people in the chat. Okay, so let's keep this party going. If you want to call in, I believe we're the only Bachelor after show that does a live call. So feel free to get it out there. We'll do some therapy. I'm not a registered therapist. I don't pretend to be. This isn't Ask Dave. I don't want to be accused of stealing the Dear Abby segment. But, let's see. Who do we have a new caller here. Is it David? Who is this?
Hey, David again. You know, you got me thinking, if you combine Brayden's Dreamcatcher earrings, the naked Ken doll, and then the serial killer Sean writing, I mean, you're very close to, it puts the lotion in the basket kind of energy. So there may be some subtle messaging that's being conveyed here. So we're going to have to watch that. Bye.
Yeah, so put the lotion in the basket. Probably something we don't want to do here. But of course, this is in referencing the rom-com from the 90s, the Buffalo Bill rom-com here. Now
he places the lotion in the basket.
Oh, so he says place the lotion in the basket. I always thought it was put the lotion in the basket, but he says place the lotion in the basket. Either way, not a rom-com, so if you're not into serial killer movies, maybe pass on that Silence of the Lambs. All right, either way, let's keep the party going here. But yeah, we are getting some troubling energy from some of the guys here. Again, David, I don't know if you have a writing sample from the what's his name, double denim Ken, but let me know.
Hi, Dave. This is Mimi from Pittsburgh. Happy to talk to you again. Number one, I want to hear when you're going to be in Pittsburgh so I can get all my friends together and go see you. Number two, I think the Barbie movie should be for kids. When did adults ever play with Barbies? And number three, Brandon at the part of the show that you didn't see, he did a slap like Will Smith did. That night of the awards. I didn't appreciate that too much. Bye.
Brayden slapped somebody? Did I miss that? Can someone call in? Did I miss that? Well, Mimi, I don't know when I'll be in Pittsburgh. Maybe sooner than later. You never know. What I can tell you is I will be in Seattle the 24th of August, and I'll also be in Scottsdale the 17th of August. If these shows go well, And if these shows go well, I will try to book more cities and more states. There's just a critical mass. So if I can get enough people to each of these shows, it can just afford me the chance to, I think for the Seattle show, I might drive up. I think it's like a long 11 plus hour drive, but I'm going to drive up if I bring the dog and the wife, and that way we can, they can join me for the show. We'll have a meet and greet after. We'll all be hanging out. Bring your friends, tell your friends, Seattle, Scottsdale, maybe Boston soon, maybe Hartford, Connecticut. Still working out a few dates and all that jazz. Okay, let's go to our next voicemail. Or are we? You know what? We're out of voicemails. So now is your shot to call the voicemail line, and let's see if we have any new Bachelorette memes happening here. We'll try to go through them. Let's go and see our good pals. I think Bachelor Nation Scoop does a good one. Oh, Lori Hart gave a $10 super chat. When will you and your wifey be visiting the Windy City again? So good to see you out there. I can't believe it's been a year since we've done Chicago, or over a year. I don't have plans to go anytime soon, but like I said, if I can figure out this business model of getting on the road for shows, I definitely will make my way over there. You're the one who came so kind. I remember everybody. You came, you have a fear of driving, and you still drove like an hour to the show to come see me, which is the nicest thing in the world. Obviously I don't want to put people in danger, but that's, when you told me that is just so kind. You guys are just so, you blow me away. All right. Charity missing every one of Braden's red flags. She took a real hit to the nose. She took a nice hit to the noggin right there. Just trying to read your comments. Let's see the next one. Okay, and what are you going to do with the whole baseball park to yourselves? Run around? Paradise 2023, their friendship is written in the stars. I wonder, is Braden going to Paradise? When you order a Ken doll on Wish. Of course, this is Aaron. And then Aaron had that bizarre moment where he goes, oh, does Charity want a real man who can wakeboard? He just starts like naming all of his things he can do. Does she want a real man who knows how to canoe and can ride a mean toboggan in the winter? Does she want a real man who, it's like, are you just describing things you've done before? Does she want a real man who was a Boy Scout and who can make s'mores? Like, I guess, I don't know. It's kind of oddly specific there. All right, let's go to Chloe. Chloe's here with her dad, John. Everyone, shout out to, you know what? I honestly, I saw this over the week. I was in Palm Springs, and I saw Dad in the pool throwing his daughter up, and they were having a good time, and she was laughing, and she was swimming. She was old enough to like know how to swim on her own, but they were having fun, and I was like, I want a daughter. Do I need it? I want a daughter. Like, you know what I mean? So maybe, Chloe is here with her dad, John. How kind. Maybe I just didn't have a great upbringing with the lack of parental guidance that I haven't really desired to have any kids of my own. But when you see, and don't get me wrong, there was enough kids at the pool in Palm Springs that made me want to get male birth control for the rest of my life. There were some kids that you go, if I was thinking about having a child, it just delayed it 6 years because those kids suck. Let's hope that Chloe and her dad, John, are in a better place.
Hi, Dave. My name's Chloe. I'm here with my dad, John. We're from Chicago. We're longtime viewers, first-time callers.
And by the way, I love first-time callers. I don't know people exist until they call and I can hear them. Chloe in Chicago, John in Chicago. Thank you for the phone call.
I've never called him before, so I'm not exactly sure what the protocol is. But while we were watching tonight, I brought up the term, what was it? Paradise bait.
Paradise bait.
Which is what I think Braden really is at this point. And I have the same feeling about Brooklyn back in the last season of The Bachelor. I don't know. I'm curious if you or anyone else in the chat has seen anyone else who you think might be influenced by the producers and what they're saying and just like, might be paradise baited. Like they're really just playing into paradise. I feel like sometimes all of these Bachelor and Bachelorette seasons are just auditions for
Yes.
Bachelor in Paradise.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Food for thought.
Paradise
Have a great
Bay.
night.
Chloe
Bye.
and John, thank you so much for the phone call, checking in from the great windy city, Chicago. I mean, I tell you what, I had never been to Chicago till a couple of years ago. I went a few years ago, and then last year I went and met a lot of you guys, and I spoke at DePaul University. I spoke for, I think, 70 minutes about The Bachelor, and I spoke to a class that talks about The Bachelor. And if you want to watch that, it's available on Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal. But Chicago's such a beautiful place. Completely under the radar to me. Just Midwest, you fly over it, never stop by. And I go, this is like New York City without the, skid marks of ass all over the place. But either way, Paradise Bait, absolutely. There's like, 4 types of guys, right? There's the guys that they want to win that go on the show. There's the guys that they want to go on Paradise. There's the guys they want to be the villain. And then maybe that's everybody. Maybe that's about everybody. Villain, Paradise, or winner. And if you're not a winner, and if you're not a villain, you might go to Paradise. If you're not a winner and you are a villain, you might go to Paradise. Paradise doesn't discriminate based on if you're likable or not. They're going to get you down there and make you do something stupid. All right, go back to Celeste.
Hey, Dave, it's me, Celeste, again. I'm calling from Beeville, Texas. Braden was, when I was watching it, he just talked about the slap like Will Smith. I mean, he did motion his hands like, whack across his face, but he didn't actually slap anyone, at least not that I saw. I don't think that's legal. Anyway, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, slapping people is not legal. Unless they ask for it. I don't know what the consensual rules are with slapping. 68,966. If you turn that upside down, we have 99,689, but we don't. It's so we are 34 away from 69,000. As I said before, look, I don't do what you have to do. Find me 34 new subscribers, all right? Are they in Georgia? I'll take 34 new subscribers in Georgia. I don't care where they're from. Get your dog on YouTube and subscribe. Lori's Heart says, yeah, that was me. I slowly got over that fear thanks to that first drive to the city. Now I have a girlfriend near Brookfield. Oh, congratulations on the girlfriend near Brookfield. We had so much fun when we went to Chicago. Every city we visit and get to meet with you fine folks, we always have a good time. As I mentioned, maybe I didn't, on Wednesday, I actually was just texting with Thomas. Corinne told me to check my Venmo. Hold on a second. When someone says check your Venmo, I'm checking my Venmo right this second here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Corinne. Oh my gosh. Corinne gave me $100. You rock. Thanks again for all you do. Oh, how about that? Thank you so much, Corinne, with a $100 Venmo donation. All right, this live stream is dedicated to Corinne. What do you need? I'll clean your garage out for $100. Thank you so much, Corinne B. Really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys. Okay, let's go to our next voicemail. Let's get out of the country.
Hi, Dave. This is Caitlin from Toronto. I'm just wondering when you might be in my city next for a stand-up show, as the lovely Windy City requested. Thanks. Bye.
So you're in Toronto and you want to know, look, I don't know. I would love to come to Toronto, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to be hard enough to sell tickets. I mean, we'll have to see. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Kaylee. I'm going to be making a lot of Instagram reels in the next couple of weeks because I've had a lot of stand-up shows in the last few months. I had shows at Nashville, Zanies, New York Comedy Club in New York City. I have so many different shows. And I'm going to put them all together when I'm in San Diego this week for my stand-up shows. Wednesday night, Pacific Beach. Is that what it's called? Pacific Beach. Thursday night at Madhouse Comedy Club. When I'm there, I'm going to be staying at a Hyatt. I'm going to have a lot of extra free time. I'm going to do a ton of editing. I'm not the type of guy to drink Adderall, but I might get one of those giant, kegerators of cold brew. Oh, that would be nice. Dave Neal's new studio has a kegerator of cold brew. But I will be working very hard to get more of that content out so that I can keep getting more eyeballs on us, so that we can possibly. And by the way, if you're on Instagram and following me or Threads or all these places, best thing you can do for the algorithm is to hit the like button, share it on your stories. It's always best if you can share a clip you like, and it'll keep boosting the followers. Okay, I'm out of voicemails, so it's up to you guys right now. If you want to keep the stream going, feel free to call in, and let's see if we're missing anything here from the Bachelor we are trending in entertainment right now. Here we have, I'm trying to see what's new. This is a problem with, I'll be honest, the Twitter is kind of weird. Tasha, we just got $100 Venmo from Corinne B. Isn't that crazy? How kind are these people? You guys are very kind. I'm looking right now. Oh, here it is. Is Braden from The Bachelorette 1990s tight rolling his pants? There is a lot happening in this episode. He is tight rolling his pants, and Xavier is hand knitting a sweater blanket in the van. So many surprises. Let me tell you something. If you don't have your phone on you, you start thinking of cool, fun things to do. This is why, and leave a comment. Do we have any parents out there that have any very specific rules about cell phone use with your kids? I just out of curiosity. I've talked about this with my wife. Like, we don't have any children, but the idea of our child, like when we were driving back from Palm Springs the other day, we have fantastic conversations because we're driving and talking. That's why driving with Dave seems to be such a hit, because you're talking, you're looking forward, you're mentally, you're moving in a positive direction, and you're having a productive conversation. But I wonder how many people just let their kids stare at an iPad. And again, look, you guys know me. These things are so addictive. I stopped bringing them into the bedroom. I have not once brought my cell phone into the bedroom. When I travel, I leave it by the bedside. That's a different issue. I should try to move it in the hotel too. But when I am home, since January 1st, I have not brought the phone in. It's a non-negotiable. If I need to go check on it, I go out of the way. And I kind of picked that up from the book Atomic Habits, which means if you have a bad habit, make it slightly more difficult to pursue that habit. So if your bad habit is watching too much TV, they say take the batteries out of the clicker, and that way you won't just pick it up for no reason. You'll have to put the batteries back in. You know what I mean? So anyway, just as a side note, I'd love to hear any parents, because I thought about this. I was like, well, if I lived in like a small community, maybe I could get along with the other parents and agree to not let our kids have cell phones, or at least smartphones, till maybe 15 or 16, which still feels young. I got my first phone at 19. Not to say you can't have a phone for emergencies, but just the mindless energy suck. You cannot create and consume at the same time. Now, there is a lot of creativity you can do on a phone. You can learn editing, you can learn graphics, and you can learn a lot of creativity on a phone. But how do you teach a kid whose brain isn't even developed how to navigate a device that as adults, we don't even have control over? You know how many adults I see just we were in the hot tub, and there was two girls, young teen, adolescent, whatever. They were clearly friends or relatives. They weren't even talking to each other. They were just on their phone. It's like, you're at a hot tub at a resort. What on the phone is more interesting than what you're doing right now? You know what I mean? Okay, that's it. Boomer rant is over. But anyway, my thought was, you do get to see people knitting. I've been getting into buying books, fiction, and I've read, this is going to sound, this isn't a brag, but I'm not going to lie, I probably read close to zero fiction in the last decade. I like to read magazines. Like, I like to read Men's Health and a good article. I like to read Self-Help, The Law of Divine Compensation. I like to read Wayne Dyer. I like to read The Power of Intention, The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, things like that. I love stuff like that. But on our honeymoon in Bali, they had one of those like free libraries. Like, it's just like, books that people left. There's like chest hairs and smudged tanning oil, in the books. They're just disgusting. And I read, what was it? A Time to Kill? I've read A Time to Kill. And so on this past week, I said, honey, I'm going to go to the bookstore and buy us some books. And she's like, well, I got books on my phone. I'm like, yeah. No. I want to go buy us some books. And she likes historical fiction. And I looked in the historical fiction section, but honestly, and Tasha, the reason I didn't buy you historical fiction is because it's so varied what type of historical fiction is out there. And I know you like romance, I know you want a lady who can time travel and bang a dragon or whatever, but when you look, I got very overwhelmed at historical fiction. So I ended up going with a couple bestsellers. One took place in Tasmania. So I had to as I was reading it, I was kind of reading it in an Australian accent. And then the other book, I don't remember who wrote it, but Tasha started the other one. I think she liked it okay. But yeah, just being by the pool, reading a book was a nice thing to do. Because like I said, my brain, I'm constantly trying to improve and self-help, and I think you can only go so far. That's good, but also all right, chill out. What are you going to do? Read 300 pages of Atomic Habits, and then all of a sudden it's I'm still on vacation, so it's all about just chilling out.
Hey, Dave, it's Nene from Pittsburgh again. I just had a good idea. If you have a show in Pittsburgh, you and Tasha can stay at my house. I have an extra bedroom. You could stay here, and I'd save you some money. Bye.
Hey, Tasha, Mimi from Pittsburgh said she's got an open room for us. Yeah. All right. I don't know if Pittsburgh's close to Amish country, but we might be eating some shoe fly pie. Because I'll tell you what, I can name every dessert from every place I've ever been. What did we have in Bali for dessert? They had a lot of fruit custard type things, right? Yeah. Yeah, Time Traveler and Bang a Dragon. You should see these books, Bruce. I mean, nothing like a little reptilian lovemaking. You think fire breathing's, you're going to have to put some, fire retardant panties on. Is that a term? That sounded like the right term, but the way I said it kind of came out wrong. All right, get out. Fire retardant panties. Who wants to buy some merch? We have fire retardant. Actually, speaking of merch, guys, you might not know this, but my wife has relaunched the merch channel, and I don't know if they show up when you click on a video here, but look. So by the way, don't tell Thomas this, but this is what we got for Thomas. It is a Fantasy Suites baby bib. Now we got the blue one because we believe in color identity by gender, and if you're having a boy, you gotta make blue. Being boy is blue, pink is girl. No, I'm kidding, whatever. But we did get the blue one. And it says Fantasy Suites right there. And it comes in, the bucket hat too, which, by the way, that's a pretty good deal for a bucket hat. It's a nice little bucket hat there with the Fantasy Suites logo right in the front. So anyway, we've got all this merchandise. You can just buy it directly from the website. Fantasy Suites exclusively by Tasha Courtney. And she is working on there's a few. Oh, Tasha, can I share Barrel Scrapers Club? Wait, is that not shareable yet? It's already on the site. Will you come and discuss your thought process? Ladies and gentlemen, without consent, Tasha Marie Courtney, please come in. Check this out. So this is what we got, Thomas. But those aren't the ratings for your design. That was just someone who left a bad review here. But here's Barrel Scrapers Club. Are you... This is Tasha's design.
This one.
I need the national anthem here. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's a nice. Ladies and gentlemen, look at how diverse the Barrel Scrapers Club is.
So cute.
Yeah, nice rosy red cheeks. There it is. All right, and then you've got the Barrel Scrapers Club. Can this come on different products? Oh, you can get a tote bag. So there it is.
Everything on the site today.
And I think we should make a time. I think we should only let people order these for a certain amount of time. After X amount of orders. Oh, here's a good one. So Barrel Scrapers mug. So this mug will have a Barrel Scrapers Club on it. Marcia Tucker says hi. Sarah says woohoo Tasha. Sandra says Tasha. Oh, Tasha's getting all of the Dreadful Ruby says if Katie is on F-Boy Island, you got to cover it, Dave. The self-awareness on the show is such a contrast. Well, yeah. What do you think, Tasha, about what do you think about F-Boy Island announcement?
I don't think I watched it the last season or 2 seasons, so I don't really know much about it.
It would be like this. So if Katie chooses a guy who is an F-boy,
then she loses.
Not exactly.
He wins.
He can decide to split it with her and they go on vacation together or something, but he can just take it. So imagine if you chose me. Oh, what do you have here? You brought ice cream into the thing.
That's what I was working on.
They call it keto ice cream. It's green screen. You can't see it. All right, it's good. But they can split it. But I mean, $100,000. I mean, after taxes, you're talking about $35,000 each. But I think it's got to be very tough to find a guy who's willing to split it with you. All right, here we have Power Listener. Oh, that looks very nice. The Power Listener This is for all the weed smokers out there, because this guy
It's a happy sun.
That sun is definitely on a little morning toke there. So you can get the sunny. Let's see.
That's an old one.
This is an old one. These bitches ain't sending me home.
That's an old one.
What was the recent...
Famous Fantasy Suites is old. This one, go to Broken Hearts Club.
Broken Hearts Club.
It's cute.
So you can get this on like a
and look, I put it on little polos too, because in an ideal world, I would be having that embroidered.
How nice would that be?
I actually feel like I want to change the scale on that one. It looks a little too big still.
But how
right?
nice?
I'll make it a little smaller.
I think if you're going out to the bars alone or single, put a little Broken Hearts Club on. See what happens. And then what's this one? This is a new one, right? Here for the Right Reasons. Another fun Picasso era. Tasha's got her different art eras.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Hold on, no. What did we forget here? Not here to make friends. Butterfly. What does this go on? Just a shirt. Oh, different options here.
All the options.
So you can get a sticker, ankle socks, tie-dye shirt, and then you choose the different color options they have.
Yeah, I mean, sort of.
And then
wait, go back. You missed one.
Are we missing one?
Oh, well, I guess it just doesn't show all of them. All of those are old
this is
ones.
still my favorite. You made this last year, right?
Those are, yeah, but it's old.
I'll ruin a cocktail party if I have to.
Who said that? Somebody said it on an old season.
I don't know, but it's such an iconic line. And then people can buy this as actually, we do sell a decent amount of stickers. And then, the hoodie, why not? If you're going out to a bar and you're single, ladies and gentlemen, Tasha Marie Courtney, everybody, give it up for Tasha. But those are some great options right there. I think the Barrel Scrapers Club is going to do really well, honey. By the way, guys, Tasha's going to keep 100% of these royalties. So if you want Tasha to have a kid, hey honey, can I be your person in charge of advertising? If you want Tasha to have a kid, buy these, because then we'll get her out of her job. And then she'll be forced to be a full-time merchandiser. Could you imagine if you just blew up, like people are just like waiting the first day of every month, Tasha releases a new design and it just sells out right away. Barrel Scrapers Club, I feel like I should buy this t-shirt.
I'll get one too. It's really cute.
You'll get one? What type of t-shirts do they come in? Is it just a straight? So you can order these are all the options you can do the Barrel Scrapers logo. So you could do you've got it in gray. I think I like the tan one. Would you call that tan?
Yeah, it's cute, right? Like a natural.
And then you've got some stickers coming that'll be for the live shows. So how's the ice cream?
Pretty good.
By the way, we got a super chat here from our friend in Chicago. Do you remember our friend in Chicago who was scared to drive and it was her first time driving? Well, now she has a girlfriend, I believe, in Chicago. So because she got over her fear of driving, she's now found love, I think, in Chicago. I don't know exactly what she said, where the girlfriend is, but just goes to show, right? Come to a stand-up show. You'll find love. Faith Thompson says, Dave, your wife is gorgeous. You are punching above your weight for sure. I love how insulting that is, but I appreciate it. No, it's okay. For sure, you're right. I am not as attractive. I understand. No. Sarah says, I still wear my I Digress hoodie. Yeah, I think that's still on the site. Dominica says, what's the website? This website is Spreadshirt. It's actually attached to the YouTube videos. So when you go, I think daveneal.myspreadshop.com, but if you go to there's a link to it. I'll post it right here. I don't think you guys can actually see this if I post a link, but it's... Yeah, exactly. When you watch the YouTube video, it's on the bottom of the YouTube video, so you catch it there. Anyway, do we have any other voicemails? I know we've had so much fun talking, no one's calling in, but feel free to call in. I'm going to give one last warning here for the subscribers. I don't know if we're going to do it. I told you I'd do West Coast if we got to 69,000. We're at 68,966, which I'll tell you what this means. It means you guys are super loyal and you've all already subscribed. It's just that time of the year with YouTube where we are not, the channel's not dead, but the channel is not getting recommended by YouTube. So the next big story we have will probably start getting pushed again, and then we'll ride that wave. But we're essentially like a surfer sitting out on his board in the open waters waiting for a wave that's just not coming. But as you know, look, I covered this earlier today. Andrew Spencer said his date to the Barbie event was supposed to be Greg Grippo. Now let me go to Andrew Spencer here. Now, why is that important? I'm not here to stir up anything. I'm not here to stir up anything whatsoever. But could it be, hold on, X-Files music. Oh, we lost it already. Could it be, and someone else said this wasn't my idea, but did Greg Grippo not want to go to the Barbie party because he didn't want to answer questions about Victoria Fuller? Are they still together? And you know, I don't love to speculate. I'm just asking the question. I know. And by the way, there's Susie with the, what do you call that, a slit? What is that? Tasha, tell me about this outfit right here. See if we can get Tasha's take on this outfit. Charity's been crushing it with her designs, but this is Susie with I'll call it a high slit. I think that's the term. I don't know why. When I say the word slit, it just sounds offensive. Will you tell us about this outfit here? This is at the Barbie premiere event.
Ooh, yeah.
So Tasha knows Susie.
It's just a little cutout.
But
See, you can go high on a cutout when it's on the outside of your thigh.
Yeah, if that's on the middle, you're going to have cheap air conditioning there.
Yeah, when it's like in the middle, you really can't go much higher than like right above your knees. If it's on the princess point on your leg, then you can go like mid-thigh.
What's princess? The side? Oh, princess is
like
center thigh?
Yes, center thigh.
Center thigh. So
but because it's on the side, you can get a big like cutout. Hers is kind of cut away.
If the center slit is princess, is the side queen?
I'm walking away.
Okay, all right, folks. But she did great there with a dark maroon outfit. Oh, I wanted you to see one more. Can you look at Hannah Godwin's outfit? Hannah Godwin claimed that the Barbie premiere was her Super Bowl. So here's what she wore.
Ooh.
Now I called this a hold on,
Oh, I like it a lot. It's very Barbie. She looks so classic.
She actually looks like the star, right? They look, I mean, you know, what's the star's name?
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie, yeah. And she's got, what would you call this? Oversized, she a football player?
Big shoulders, yeah. It probably has like a shoulder pad in there, plus it has little pleats on the shoulder for extra puff. So it's like a wide shoulder and a puff shoulder.
And the skinny
So it's a very exaggerated shoulder. Yeah, these are just little pleats continuing down into the
and then a white collar with, what do you call this? A double-breasted, double-breasted buttons. She's got no princess point there, but I would call this...
the crossover is going to mid-leg right there.
Is this a mini dress? Would this be considered a mini dress?
Yeah.
And then, of course, what do you call this? A clutch?
Yep.
And then...
look at you. You know everything.
She's got what appears to be Greek toes of the Greek origin.
All right, I'm leaving again.
All right, but no, there was she had two outfits. This was the one she chose, but let me see if she has the other one. Oh, and this is what Charity wore. Tell us about Charity. Is this a pantsuit? Is that a dress or I think it's a pantsuit, right?
From that angle, it kind of looks like a pantsuit.
Let's see if we can find a better Charity. Maybe she's not tagged here. Oh, there she is. So this is Charity's Barbie outfit. And what are you going to wear when we go to Barbie? Are you going to dress up as Barbie?
So cute. Yeah, this was like the event of the season.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of money that they put into
so many influencers were there.
Yeah.
This one girl I follow was like really petitioning hard to get to go, and she did. She finally got invited.
What is this? Sequin?
Yeah.
Ribbed sequin?
Just sequins, babe.
With a
sequin stripe.
Racer front?
Sure, you can call it that. It's a crossover.
Crossover? I called it a racer front because it looked like a racer back in the front. And then, oh, wow, yeah. So there's the premiere. There's Charity. And then she had what appears to be French manicures. French manicure there, filed down. It looks like a lot of work, folks. But her lip gloss is bopping. Is that the term? Oh, I knew I could get Tasha back with the fingernail talk.
Ooh.
Wait, is that French? You talk while I help you with the ice cream. Oh, yeah, I'm going sugar-free. No ice cream, even though they call it keto, and it's like, all right, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. So there's Charity. JoJo went with a. Can we just look at JoJo's outfit too? Joelle Fletcher really had it. Joelle Fletcher had. She brought her. She brought the Emma Williams or whatever, the stylist. So there she is.
Cute outfit, and she looks like perfectly.
But what's that term when the? What's the don't tell me, give me a hint. What's the term when the color changes? You don't want me to just tell you? Yeah, just tell me. Iridescent. So she has an iridescent. I'm getting good at this. Iridescent, what would you say that is? Sequined? Are those sequins right there? And then honestly, Jordan Rogers looks great. He's got a mint suit. No room to hide his offensive lineman, if you know what I'm talking about. He's got what would you call that? The priest collar, mock collar. I think it's called a mock collar, and I don't know if that's a mint suit, but I'm craving mint ice cream now. So anyway, that's it. So it looks like we didn't make the cut for. Oh, we got close. Well, we're getting closer. All you had to do is find me 32 new subscribers. Doesn't look like we made it. Tell you what, I'm coming off of a wild week of travel, and tomorrow I'll be traveling in the afternoon to San Diego. Thomas responded to me. Now, he's going to be leaving on a trip. His wife, his fiance, is 7 months pregnant. He says, if I don't get my honeydew list finished before Wednesday, I can't go. He'll done and more. Forget any man's. Okay. Yeah, so if Thomas is available, I'll have him on Driving with Dave. If not, I'll just get him the next time. I'm going to be asking Rachel Lindsay if there are any leads. I'm looking at the Millionaires Club, folks. If there's any former leads, Gabby, Wendy, JoJo Fletcher would be great, but obviously I wasn't prepared to ask her for this trip. I'm sure she was very busy. I think JoJo Fletcher would do it because I think she's trying to promote her new show and can use all the press she can get. I think Nikki Glazer would do it, which will be interesting now that Nikki's obviously hosting season 3 of F-Boy Island. But then again, we'll keep on keeping on. Chloe says, Dave, are you playing the TikTok game? YouTube might be kind of dead, but TikTok never is. TikTok doesn't pay, and it's got a lot of competition. I don't think TikTok plays to my strong suit. My strong suit is rambling, believe it or not. This is all I'm good at. On TikTok, I can't really ramble. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bruce says, don't tell her she looks like a football player. Just her shoulder pads. I'm reading all your comments here. And no more voicemails. So Marcia says, Thomas and Becca are one of the biggest surprises, but I'm really happy for them. Well, you know this. When Katie Thurston had to sell her car before getting her Tesla, Thomas helped her. And I know people say, oh, Becca Kufrin unfollowed Katie. Yeah, there was a little like pettiness happening when Katie thought Thomas was a bad guy. But hey, look, we all have a game plan until we get punched in the face, right? The old Mike Tyson quote. Katie, she tried her best. Everyone makes mistakes. And she's friends with Thomas now. Although I tell you what, Thomas got roasted at Katie's roast. I will have my roast videos up. Let's see if I can find... I downloaded them today. Let me see if I can find this for you guys. Hold on a second here. I know this is a public live stream. I do this all the time with the Patreon where I will... Oh, you know what? I know where it is. Hold on. Give me a second. With the Patreon, I do a lot of behind the scenes where I share things I wouldn't otherwise be allowed to share. And so just give me a second while I look for this clip. But I just downloaded all of my roast battle clips from roasting Katie Thurston. I'm having a hard time finding him. Here it comes. It's coming. It's flying in. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. The Katie Thurston roast. There it is. I found it. So I can't share this with you. First of all, I'll say this. This is all on Patreon. I will give you a couple seconds here of my intro. Art, Soul, and Horses says, when are you doing another San Diego show? Wednesday night, in 2 nights, Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, give it up for the chick who already left on my set. Give it up for her. Is she taking a piss? Is that girl taking a... Are there speakers in the bathroom? Yeah, she's got to go. She's already left. Yeah? How can you miss the guy who's on YouTube? Give it up for me. I know. Business degree to content creator lifestyle. That's right. Fuck being a millennial. Right where my millennials at, right? Trying to get that job and they get sent straight to HR.
Okay, so anyway, I did, let's see, I'll give you guys my first roast. Did I share this with you guys? Let me see if there's one I can share. I might have to pause. Again, I don't have permission to share certain jokes, so just let me try.
Diego, she hasn't performed in Austin.
Okay, I can't do that one.
Katie looks so young for her age just because her tits.
Okay, we can't do that. I can't do any of these. These are all available on the Patreon, but here, I think I can do this one.
She's also got nice tattoos. Show off your tattoos. Those are permanent, right? Yeah, unlike Katie's engagement. For Katie's six-pack, how about that?
And by the way, Katie, so what I have to do here tomorrow is I have to take these files and so here's the widescreen video. I have to take my other close-up shot and blend it with this one.
I see you guys were there. Maybe.
Thank you so much for spending Sunday with me and my friends here in San Diego.
And then we roasted her. Here are the roasts. I'm not going to share anyone else's. And then
those are permanent, right? Yeah, unlike Katie's engagement. For Katie's six-pack, how about that? That's also what it took Blake to fuck her in the fantasy suite. I mean, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I was featured in Time Magazine this week, and she isn't even featured on her OnlyFeed account. I think I'm more overqualified to be here. I kind of feel like Greg Rippo on her season. You might not know this about Katie. Katie threw out the first pitch at a Seattle Mariners baseball game. They knew right away that she'd be good at that job after she threw out Chris Harrison.
all right, and then here, I'm gonna play the joke that the Patreon can see that I'm not allowed to play here. So I'm gonna just share Katie's response to the joke I'm not allowed to play.
He's HPV positive. Daddy issues positive and cat lady positive.
All right, now here's one.
Katie's got a cat named Tommy. Give it up for Tommy. Which explains why it never worked out with her and John Hersey. She only had room in her apartment for one pussy.
It's actually funnier to watch this version where you can see the response. I didn't think that one was going to hit that hard. All right, this one I can't show you, so I'm just going to share the reaction. This one I'm not allowed to share publicly. So you have to go to Patreon to watch this one. Here it is. Oh, I even got a nice reply. Oh, she went down to her knees. And then here's the other part I can't share.
After Austin gets his career taken off, I wish.
All right. Anyway, okay, so those are the roasts. You can go. That was from last week. Braden came to the show. So there it is, 68,969. Upside down, it's 69,689. Whichever way you see it, that's the way it is. If you want extra content, you can go check out my live streams. You can do the Patreon. You can buy the Fantasy Suite merch. You can send a Venmo. You do whatever the hell you want, really. But that's where we are. I'm going to wrap it up right now because I actually have to go back and get ready to watch the second hour. I have to watch the second hour of The Bachelor because I didn't get it on my live stream. So I'm going to go watch that, take notes, and get ready for tomorrow. We're going to have a long day tomorrow. If you didn't check this out, we had the breaking news story of Katie is starring on FY Island. So that was just announced today. We have that content and so much more to get to tomorrow. So I'm going to go see what all this gaslighting is all about, and all that jazz. But either way, let's see here. Good stuff from all of you in the comment section. Thank you to everyone who donated your time, your energy, your money, your good words. Shout out to our friends in Chicago, Chloe and John, Chloe's dad, John, for watching for the first time. You're all appreciated. I'm not going to listen. My voice is fried right now. I'm you probably can't hear it, but it's hurting. So I'm going to go chill the voice out, maybe have a glass of tea with some honey in it, and get ready for a long week. But again, I appreciate everyone. You've all been so kind. I'm going to go with a heart out. I'm not going to play any music just so I can get out of here. If you haven't already, and again, if you have the free time, I'm asking, the best way that you can support us right now is to do this. The best way is to just go to my YouTube channel. I know you're already on it. Hit the alert button. I don't know where it pops up. I can't do it on my own videos. Hit the alert button and make sure you're getting a chance to see the videos I'm making. We had 3 videos today. 4. We had 4 videos today. And this is just the time of year where YouTube's not promoting us to you guys. They're not. That's why we're not getting new subscribers, because they're not promoting us to you, and they're not promoting us to a lot of other people. But so if I went to, say, Off the Vines podcast here, there's a little bell by the subscription. If you hit that bell and just hit the alert button, it'll let you know when all of my content comes out. But I do it every day. Every morning I'm up here making content. There's nothing more frustrating than when someone says, "Oh, Dave, I haven't checked. I haven't heard you making any content recently." And I'm like, I've been making it every day. So anyway, go check that. If you haven't already, just click them, like them, watch them. Don't click on them if you're not going to watch them, because watch time's important. It's not a big deal, but I need the loyals to rally around to keep the channel going in the right direction. Otherwise, what are we doing here, right, folks? Anyway, thank you all so much. Have a good evening. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye, everybody.